If you know anything about salmon, it's probably about that famously daring journey they make at the very end of their lives. Wild salmon swim upstream to spawn, and unfortunately for them, don't live much longer after that. The good news is, after all that, they turn into one of the most nutrient-dense and delicious foods you can buy at the fish counter. Welcome to Superfoods. Today we're going to show you why that daring wild fish is much better for you than the farm version, and why both are superfoods, chock full of nutrients that can help prevent everything from heart disease to cancer. People have been eating salmon for a millennia. They show up regularly in both Native American and Celtic myths, and salmon were a mainstay of European settlers' diets after they came to the Americas. Different varieties of salmon are native to both the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, but today, farm salmon is far more popular than the wild stuff. When you see cultivated or farm-raised, it means that the salmon you're looking at was born in a fish hatchery and raised in a large enclosure in the ocean. Diet-conscious people spend a lot of their time avoiding fats, but really, they should be focusing on eating more good fats, like omega-3s. A study by the Journal of the American Medical Association found that people who ate omega-3 rich salmon 2 to 4 times a week were 20% less likely to contract coronary heart disease and 30% less likely to die of a heart attack. Even though it's cheaper and more popular, we suggest that you get wild salmon instead of farm salmon whenever you can afford it. Wild salmon is not only 20% higher in protein than the farm stuff, it has 15% more of those heart-healthy omega-3 fats per serving. In fact, the only time you should pick up farm salmon over wild is when you're eating it raw. Why? Because of their diets, wild salmon have certain microorganisms that farm salmon do not have. These microorganisms die when cooked, but aren't the best for some people's digestion in the raw form. Salmon is also extremely rich in vitamin D. Often called the sunshine vitamin, vitamin D is essential to bone health. Furthermore, the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition links vitamin D deficiency to a number of illnesses, including cancer, MS, and type 1 diabetes. That 3-ounce serving of salmon has over 200% of what you need in a day. You'd need to drink 20 cups of milk to get that much. Just for fun, we'll compare salmon to another omega-3 rich sushi bar favorite, yellowfin tuna. Not only is salmon significantly higher in omega-3s and vitamin D, it's lower in mercury, which impairs neurological development, especially in fetuses and children under 5. Once you know that you're hungry for salmon, it isn't hard to pick a good one. Make sure you go to a reputable fish market, or at least to the supermarket with a busy seafood counter. The busier it is, the more frequently they turn over the stock, so the fresher the fish is. If you're buying a whole salmon, the first thing you need to do is smell it. It shouldn't have a distinctly fishy smell, but it should smell briny like the ocean. If the person selling you the fish won't let you smell it, go elsewhere. Next, look at its eyes. They should be clear, not cloudy, and the skin should not be slimy. Look for meat that's one consistent color. Both pale and dark is fine. Just make sure it's not artificially colored. Also, check that the cut on the salmon is clean and that the meat holds together nicely rather than flaking. you.